Oh, I can think of better ways to start the day.
Still in rigor mortis, so more than 12 hours, less than 36 is all I can say right now.
Linda Lennox. Neighbour found her. She's got a good job, she's got a steady relationship, no reason for suicide.
So why close the doors and start the engine?
There's a note inside, it just says sorry.
That's it?
CID on the way. Something doesn't add up.
So that's, what, 2?
Maybe 3. Just waiting on final reports.
3 suicides in 4 months.
Apparent suicides. Nothing seen, nothing heard, no forced entry. You let me know what you can post-mortem.
Yeah, of course.
Right, time to find the relatives. I can just hate your job sometimes.
Okay, you can open them now. What do you think? I thought it'd be perfect for Friday.
It's not fancy dress. What about the sartorial elements we discussed? Sophisticated, refined.
As in oil.
More Audrey Hepburn and less Britney Spears.
Actually, it's spears. As in sharp, pointy stick that hurts if you jab someone with it. I give up. I bought this especially, I don't have anything else.
Find the receipt, we'll get something more suitable. It's all a matter of taste.
And luckily, I have enough for the 2 of us.
That's nice.
Heston hates it, he wants more Audrey.
Well, I'm sorry, but Audrey's dead and Heston's ideas aren't far behind. You look like you need a biscuit.
Morning, ladies. Whoa, can I play Ken? You're Barbie, right?
Ask Heston about the definition of funny.
What is that?
Too much, as usual.
I was right. Linda Lennox, clear blow to left temple prior to death. No other sign of fight or violence.
Like all the others.
Obviously someone that trusted her, or at least knew. Anyway, CID are involved now.
Who's chief?
Right, let's get this show on the road then, shall we, boys?
Of all the stations in all the world, the I drive had to walk into mine.
Right, Sergeant, if you wouldn't mind being paper boy.
Breathe and smile and breathe and smile.
So, bearing in mind the options we've discussed.
I told you, I don't want options.
Tony, please. You mentioned finding a donor or adoption.
We don't want that. Look, we've done all of the tests, so what's the point?
Well, there are various ways couples can have children, Mr. Mullen.
It's been difficult for us because we spent a long time trying.
And we can't. End of story. All because of the accident.
Well, I mean, Sandy's accident is a factor, yes, but your results...
We've been through this. It's over. You can't help us.
Tony.
Look, I know this is difficult and you need time together. Then we can talk about the next step.
We can't have kids. There is no next step.
Tony. I'm sorry. He's angry, that's all.
Do you need to...
Oh, he's best left on his own like that. It just all gets a bit much sometimes.
What's this?
You ready then?
Oh. What for?
A bit of La Dolce Vita, signorita.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry, I can't. I've got all of this.
Free for work. Check with Karen. No phone calls, no meetings, nothing that can't wait, and nothing that a glass of chilled champagne can't tempt you away from.
You know...
Come on, the hamper's in the car. Today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic.
Who are you calling a teddy bear? Where are we going then?
Surprise.
I love surprises.
Yeah, Tony's always wanted kids. His sister's got 4. He'll get over it, though. It just takes time.
But he blames it on you, the accident.
Well, it's easier, isn't it?
Well, maybe for Tony.
It's hard for him to accept. He'll be okay.
And you?
Oh, I'm fine. I should probably go and find him.
I'm happy to talk to him if you think it'll help.
Oh, he's not very good with words, to be honest with you. He'd rather punch a wall. Do you know, coming back here, his new job, all the tests we've had done, he's just finding things a bit tough at the moment, that's all.
You do have other choices.
I know. But right now, he's not ready for that. Not sure he ever will be.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I think we've wasted enough time on this. So we've got what now? 2?
3.
3 suspicious deaths. 3 so-called suicides. We've got William Saxton, Charles Lee, and now Linda Lennox. Now this is my case. I want things doing my way, and I want you to work your whatsits off. Understood?
Such a charmer.
So let's go through what we've got already. Sergeant, would you? Okay, victim number 1, William Saxton, 42, engineer. Doc, I'll ask you to fill us in when I'm done. Keep going, Sergeant, we haven't got all day.
Oh, war paint on.
Lovely as ever.
Thank you, kind sir.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Be good. And don't forget to bring me back a chicken wing.
What's roly-poly pudding and pie doing with our practice manager? What is he up to?
I think it's called dining out, actually.
Yeah, we'll see after.
He's more likely to kiss the guys and make them cry, isn't he? Oh, hey, you two. Meeting later. Julia's orders. She wants to report by the end of the day.
Of course, I take my new responsibilities as partner very seriously.
If that were true, we wouldn't be having this stupid meeting.
Okay, any questions, you find the answers. I want to close this one off and fast. Sergeant B11, hand this lot out, would you?
Guys, come and get them. Porter and paperboy. Is that all she thinks I'm good for?
Well, personally, I wouldn't ask her myself.
No. Well, I can show her. Anything come back yet?
No, I chased the toxicology again.
Jobs, clubs, sports associations have all been ruled out. Nothing seems to connect the victims.
Not yet.
No, but when I find out what does, I'll show her where she can stick her paperwork.
Oh, I feel like Sir Walter Raleigh flapping his cloak.
Well, you always were one to impress a queen.
Wait.
Sorry.
If it's worth doing, do it with style. That's what my papa used to say.
Bravo. You know, I do love being with a gentleman of whatever persuasion. You know what? I feel like a very naughty schoolgirl who's skipping classes. Fun though, isn't it?
I think naughty can be rather nice.
Anyway, cheers and thank you. Thank you very much. Certainly beats checking overheads.
I can't think of anything nicer.
Foie gras? You didn't.
Or anyone more lovely to be doing it with. To us?
Oh, yes, definitely. To us. Oh, yay! Cheers.
Are you lunching at the Icon?
No, we're off to transform this lady into a picture of style and elegance.
Oh, you need a drink after that.
That's what I was thinking.
Good luck. With good taste, one doesn't need luck.
I meant cherry, actually.
You go, mate?
Oh, cheers. I feel like I'm chasing my tail and she'll have me filing next.
I'm not sure I can help. No bruises or defence wounds on the bodies.
No sign of a break-in at any of the places. Obviously, it's somebody that they trust. Somebody who's strong enough to kill them and then make it look like suicide. But why?
Blackmail? Some kind of extortion racket?
Wait a minute.
Something at work? No, they don't work together. That can't be right. Something else. There must be something. What?
School. All the victims went to Bridger High, same year, same class, 35 years ago.
Someone's got a grudge to pay. Who's Linda Ritchie?
That's Linda Lennox. Ritchie's a maiden name. That's why it's taken so long. and Sandy Mullen's name is top of the list. That's where I'm going to go.
Why shouldn't you tell a driver?
If I don't do it now, I'll be making tea for 20. Biscuits and all.
Right, Rob, watch your back, mate.
This is a life, isn't it, eh? Such a shame good things have got to come to an end.
They don't have to, not if you don't want them to.
No, it's all very well having your dreams, but reality takes over at some point.
What do you dream of, then?
Oh, same thing as you, I suppose. Travelling the world with a man of my dreams.
And what is stopping you?
Well, I've got to find him first.
That's not so hard, is it? You just have to look a bit.
I just reckon I'm too cynical for all that nonsense. I have to find my pleasures elsewhere these days.
You should never give up hope. Que sera, sera, remember?
Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see.
It can be, if you look hard enough.
Yeah, you're just an old romantic, aren't you, really? You know that you are. No, I think I will probably be drinking tea, eating toast and pushing my Zimmer frame while you will be cruising around somewhere in your gondola. Send me a postcard, though, because I'd like to know somebody's having some fun.
No, I can't think of any reason, really.
William Saxton, Charles Lee.
Well, I remember them vaguely, but it's a long time now.
So you've not seen or heard from them since?
Not since school, no. Sorry, I can't help.
School wasn't much fun for Sandy. Not after the accident.
What happened?
Oh, it's just kid stuff, looking back.
Yeah, which ruined your life. Our life.
It was just one of those things. You know, a few in the class.
Linda Ritchie.
And the others decided it'd be fun to pick on me.
It's called bullying.
Well, there's always one that never fits in, isn't there? I mean, I was just scared of them and their gang, that's all.
Go on.
Well, one day after games, they started picking on me again, and I just ran from them, from their laughing, and I didn't see the car.
5 weeks in intensive care. Fractured pelvis and peritonitis.
Like I said, it's all in the past now. For me, anyway.
And us?
I'm sure the sergeant doesn't want to know our personal problems. It was just one of those things.
I'll just need to check some dates, times, places, that sort of thing for the record.
Yeah, sure. I work at the local vets. You can check with them.
I've got an address book.
It's okay, love. Do you know I can do this? Shouldn't you be off?
Yeah. Excuse me, work, I'm afraid.
No problem.
What dates did you want to check?
Do you mind if I have a look?
Of course.
Thanks.
The vets is just off the high street. You know it?
Yeah, I do, yeah. Saxton, Lee, Lennox, Teal, Damon. Dr. Carter.
Don't understand.
Your classmates?
Yeah, but Tony doesn't know them.
He does now. And Dr. Carter, Heston Carter?
Oh, well, we're seeing him for our problems, but he's got nothing to do with the others.
No, but Tony might think that he does if he's looking for somebody to blame.
Oh, no, that doesn't make sense.
It might do to your husband. May I?
Do you know, I can ask him. I'm sure it's nothing important.
Well, thanks for the coffee. We'll be in contact.
Yeah, sure.
I told you. Simple yet stylish, charming yet elegant. Everything a woman should exude without the effort.
As in Audrey, the living dead.
All eyes will be upon you. Heston Carter?
Hi, Heston. It's Rob Hollins.
Rob?
Yeah, I need to see you. Don't go anywhere.
What do you mean? I'm at work. Where should I go?
What do you think?
Whose funeral is it?
Heston's.
OK, let's get this meeting over and done with, shall we? Finish your coffee first.
Don't worry, I will.
I mean, I know what people think of me, or rather think I am. I suppose I even play up to it at times, but then it's just something I never imagined, to be honest. They say it always happens when you least expect it. Fate. destiny, whatever you call it. Makes all the waiting worthwhile, doesn't it? Finding your soulmate. Julian?
Thanks, Sean. Follow it up, will you?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, well, if it isn't Sherlock.
You wanted to see me?
Who gave you permission to go solo with Sandy Mullen?
I was following something up.
Is that right, Sergeant Collins? We work in a team here, if you hadn't noticed. And yes, Mrs. Mullen is a potential victim, but for all we know, she's also a suspect. Had that occurred to your simple little brain cell, perhaps?
I think we should interview the husband who's got means.
And when I want your opinion, I will ask for it. I do things by the book. I'm going to interview all the classmates, so I want Mrs. Mullen brought in. This is not black or white, and that is why you are not in CID. Understand? I'm sure you'll find stuff on your desk that needs filing.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, she won't even hear me out. And I wanted to see Heston as well, but there's no chance now.
Well, I'm on the way. I can speak to him.
I'm doing my job now, eh?
Don't bother the doc, please. He's got proper work to do.
Let you know as soon as I have anything.
Thanks.
I don't even know why we're doing this.
Because we're professionals and we had a difference of opinion regarding a patient's treatment.
It wasn't opinion. You were wrong.
I gave Mrs. Williamson the advice I considered appropriate.
Which is why she asked to see me.
She's got women's problems. I'm a man. No wonder she wanted to change.
Women's problems. She had premenstrual syndrome and you told her it was all in the mind.
That's not what I said, actually. And yes, I do think there is some sort of psychological element to it.
Oh, you try it and see.
Oh, don't tell me that you suffer.
What?
A little bit moody, a little bit irritable.
What is the point? You do not even have the intelligence to listen to people, let alone to treat them.
Sit down. Shut up. Let's try and talk nicely to each other. Then you can leave.
Fine. You say your piece, and then I will tell you where to go.
They came to see me a few months ago. We ran some tests. I had to break the news to them.
You think he holds you responsible?
Well, he's resentful for what happened, not to me personally.
But he's angry.
Well, that's natural if you can't have kids. I mean, Tony's difficult. Sandy does her best. They've just moved. He's got a new job. There are issues there.
So he blames Sandy?
He blames what happened to Sandy. Severe internal injuries. But Tony's got a very low sperm count. It's unlikely they could have conceived anyway. He's in complete denial. He's just fixated on the accident.
And those he considers responsible?
It would seem so.
Rob was right.
Sandy intimated he had quite a temper on him.
Thanks, Heston. I think the police better find Tony Mullen before he finds someone else.
Oh, come on. Where did you read that? Some woman's magazine?
It's a fact, Daniel. Face it.
It's not a proper illness.
Not if you're ignorant.
And there's no cure, as far as I know.
So you treat the symptoms. No wonder she didn't want to see you.
Look, things happen at the time of the month. You take an aspirin and you get on with it.
You shouldn't be practicing.
What did you say?
You are a chauvinistic, pig-ignorant, stupid specimen of a
Have
male.
you got a period too?
Sorry to interrupt.
You didn't. We're done.
Good. Right, that's for you. I'm off in a bit, so can you leave the report on Julia's desk? Be nice to each other, will you?
Told driver what Heston said. I think she was actually impressed.
Toxicology came back on the victims.
Right, well, she's let Sandy go for now and she's going to bring Tony in for questioning from work. Been with the same gas company for years and years, apparently. Nice uniform, probably how he gets in.
All injected with ketamine. After they were subdued, then he could do what he wanted.
Wonder where he gets the drugs from.
Ketamine? Off the street, if you know how. Hang on, what did you just say?
Where'd he get the drugs?
No, you said that they were bringing Tony in from work. Been working there for years.
Yes, because that's what Sandy told driver.
That Heston said they'd only recently moved back here. Tony just started a new job.
That's definitely not what Sandy said to driver.
So why would she lie? Unless she's trying to protect him, because him moving back here coincides with the time the murder started.
Sandy?
vet's assistant, ketamine.
And there's something else as well. Teal, of course, Teal. It's Karen's maiden name. Karen's on the list.
What a lovely day.
Cream crackers, the pair of us.
Yeah. Well, I have been thoroughly spoilt.
Makes it all the more fun when it's appreciated. I should be thanking you.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
You know, Julia, you're a very special lady. I haven't felt like this in a long time. Oh, flip, flap, fly, loosed. Nasty, bozzy thing.
You ready for that drink?
Darling, I thought you'd never ask.
Revenge, was it?
I told you I've never seen the list.
Funny that. How'd it end up in your diary then?
I don't know. It's not even...
And you've no idea who these people are?
Dr. Carter, yes, but not the others. I don't understand. I've never seen it before. Please.
You didn't write it at all. But you know who did.
Evening. I've just come to read your meter, if that's all right.
Yeah, come in.
You can't seriously think it was Sandy. She wouldn't.
She did, just weeks after you moved.
No, she's still not answering.
Right, let's go. You too, Doc, if you don't mind.
She's got nothing to do with this. You have to believe me.
I don't think I can eat for a week after that.
We aim to please.
Right, now then, what have I done with that? Ah, Roly Calderoni, what would I do without you?
Actually, it's been a long time since I felt like this. That unique connection. Being with someone so close who means so much. It's funny how you know, isn't it?
Know what?
When something special happens and you get that magic feeling. Well, that's what happened to me today. With you.
Come on. Why doesn't she answer?
Sorry, it's just...
That is fine. It's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Long day we've had. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is I just feel like having a nice hot bath and then bed for me. I think. Yeah.
Oh.
So you have everything that you need, right? Okay. Fine. Well, night.
Karen!
Oh, mother flipping door! I've been trying to call. You've been on the phone?
Yes, to you. What happened?
I've locked her in the garage. I told her the meter was in there.
You okay?
I recognised her, but she was pretty mad at school, but I didn't expect her to turn up as a gas man with a dodgy ID.
Smart cookie, your wife.
Get off me!
Long time to bear a grudge, isn't
You
it?
don't know what she did! That wasn't me. I tried to stop it.
Stop it! You laughed at me, they all did! Well, they're not laughing now.
Oh, come on, let's go.
Sandy, that day, I tried to get you to join us, but you ran off. You ruined my life!
No, you did that all by yourself. Get her out of here.
Well, you got to feel sorry for her.
No, you know what she did?
You're lucky, love, believe me. Oh, thank goodness you're all right.
I don't know what it is I've done, but wherever it is, I must remember to do it again.
What are you doing here?
I thought I'd come over and see if we could finish what we started.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. Work and play. Makes things complicated.
Not serious.
Julia? Julia? You asleep?
Either get your kit off or get lost.
To whom are you referring?
Then perhaps a game or two.
Game. What's so game?
It's because we...
It's because you haven't been there for me lately, that's why!
What's going on between us, Sarah?
What? What do you mean?
What, is this a relationship or...
Unmissable drama